going on, guys? Live TCG here. Today we're going to be taking a look at what an absolute dumpster fire this Pokemon market has turned into recently. So first up, a lot of you guys have probably seen this on social media and stuff, but there is a Cheeto Charizard that was sold at Golden Auction for $87,000. The final bid was around 70 something thousand, and then somebody literally paid a over $10,000 buyer's premium on this Cheeto Charizard. I pray to God it does not get damaged in shipping, because you already know UPS is clipped, FedEx clipped, all that. Postal Service, guy's probably going to eat it on him. But guys, $87,000 for Cheeto Zard. I hope the guy who bought this is public and does not remain anonymous, because I need to know who bought this. It's probably Logan Paul or TCA Gaming. Shout out to TCA Gaming. He's a good guy. Nothing bad about him. He just owns a lot of expensive stuff. So, but yeah, guys, $87,000 for a Cheeto Charizard. Never thought I would see the day. I've seen plenty of crazy stuff in this hobby, but $87,000 for a Cheeto Charizard is a new one to blow my mind, guys. I don't know what to think about that. What do you guys think? Would you pay, 20 bucks for a Cheeto Charizard? Whoever opened this and had the idea to grade it is an absolute menace. Or get it sealed, whatever this is. Guys, we don't pay for the antivirus, so you already know. Get out of here with that. And this has actually happened in the past with the Oreos, so let's take a look at that. And before we take a look at the Oreo, guys, this is Ken Golden holding up the Cheeto Zard. This is what you see in your nightmares. He's like, yeah, you just spent $100,000 on a Cheeto, my guy. I'm hype. We just made so much money. Thank you for that. Yeah, so Ken Golden, big ups to him, doing his thing. I don't know how I feel about Golden Auctions, but, Cheeto Zard, that's where they sent it. That's where people buy types of things like this. What do you guys think about that, man? I don't know. Cheeto Charizard, not for me, but if it makes somebody happy, it is what it is. And this was the time to be alive, guys. These Oreos, people were getting them graded PSA 10s, trying to sell them on eBay for thousands of dollars. I don't know how the hell these are going to age inside those, inside the casings or anything like that. Honestly, I've never even seen one in person. I see these images online. Is it real? I don't know, guys. If it is real, let me know in the comments. I've honestly never looked into it. I am into Pokemon, but for some reason, I'm not super knowledgeable on the Oreo grading, believe it or not. So PSA 10 Mew, I'm pretty sure I might have pulled one. I don't know if they were super rare like that. I did buy one pack just out of complete FOMO. When I found them, I wasn't somebody who filled up their whole entire shopping cart buying out, their ShopRite or Walmart's or Pathmark or wherever you guys shop, Key Food, whatever it is. So Oreos, people were selling them for thousands of dollars. I was eating them. I would eat them again if they came out. You put the Pokemon brand on anything, whether it be at McDonald's or in Walmart or in cereal, Kellogg's, any of that, it's going to sell. People are going to flip it. People are going to buy it. People are absolutely crazy for Pokemon. Doesn't matter what the hell it is. It instantly increases the value of everything. But this kind of needs to stop, and we need to take a step back, because every time this happens, it's never good in the end. It's all fun and games, and this is, entertainment for everybody at the end of the day, and it's really cool to consume and be a part of, but it does get very toxic at times, and definitely not cool when you can't find cards in your local card store or in your local Targets and Walmarts, and you can't even go online and buy cards because half the people are scamming. Everything's double the price, quadruple the price. People are scamming on live streaming services like Whatnot. I do love Whatnot. I do stream on there, used to stream on there. Just a few bad eggs on there, not the platform or anything like that, guys. So shout out Whatnot, awesome people, but they do need to crack down on, maybe their vetting process and how they go about letting people stream on their platform. So let's take a look at the first product that nobody could get, and it is Prismatic Evolutions. There's a serious problem. They need to reprint this ASAP, and honestly, no matter how much they print this set, it's not going to go down in value. I cannot see a world where they reprint this so much that it's not worth anything. They've literally reprinted so many sets so many times, so much, and in the long run, it really doesn't do much. 151, guys, I've been seeing product for 151 on shelves, not recently, by the way, but forever and ever and ever, and it has never gone down. It's just continuing to climb. If it's a good set that everybody likes to rip, they like all the Pokemon, it's just going to continue to go up. Nothing's guaranteed, but that's kind of just the way it goes. So I don't think they could print this into the ground, even if they tried, because people like me, if it's at retail, Every single time I go to the store, regardless of my financial situation, I am copping a ETB or a 6 pack bundle or whatever it is. Whatever we got to do, whatever it takes, we're pulling it, you know? But yeah, guys, $365 for a freaking Pokemon Center ETB is absolute madness. $350, and they got him for $12 shipping. He's like, huh? You thought this was gonna be $60, my guy? Well, I just charged you 350 and $12 for shipping. How about that? 340 and $28 shipping. That's just disrespectful, to be honest. $28 for shipping. I would not buy that out of just principle, even if you lower the price. Shipping has to be free. Jeff Bezos wrote the 11th commandment that shipping is free. And if it's not there within 2 days, don't don't sell it on the internet. Got it? So yeah, guys, a freaking case. These might honestly be rare because they did limit it to 2 per person very quickly, and I doubt most people are going to be able to get their hands on sealed cases of the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. So if you have one, there's going to be a donkey down the road trying to pay for it. Not a good investment in my mind, but the ETBs are. I don't know about the case. I don't know anything about that. I'm just trying to enjoy this hobby and be a part of it. But right now, forget market talk and all that. We're just chilling right now. Prismatic, the EV PC ETB promos, whatever. They are 112 raw, 110 raw from Puerto Rico. I thought these were higher for some reason. I think I did look them up actually, so we're gonna get to that in a minute. But yeah, guys, between 300 and $350 is what we're seeing on these ETBs right now. Absolutely crazy. And this is probably going to be the hardest product to find of the entire year right now, unless Team Rocket absolutely does something that we don't see coming. But these super premium boxes, value for booster packs is really there. If you can find these at retail, $90 is definitely not bad, because right now people are charging like $30 for 2 packs, which is nuts. And I've bought a few for that price just because it is what it is. You go to a card show, you have some cash on you, you might as well. But I guess I'm part of the problem, right? Anyway, so $400. If you paid $400, I'm pretty sure that came out to like $26 a booster pack. And it's extremely hard to pull anything, so you're getting super ripped off on the super premium collection. And if you think that this super premium collection, it maybe one day it'll be worth more than $400, but it's gonna take a long time to be worth more than that. Maybe off the rip it will be, but and it'll definitely cool down. I just don't see a world where $400 right now is a good investment. Maybe in 5 years, but I just don't have it in me to pay these prices at this time whatsoever. So yeah, 400, guys, 350, 290. And I like this. He wrote confirmed pre-order. I don't think anybody has confirmed pre-orders. The people are still waiting on pre-orders for Journey Together. So I don't know, what's good with this. Pre-sale 380. Read description 150. He's probably going to be like, yeah, I'm going to open all the packs, and if I don't get anything good, I'll give it to you for 150. Just make sure. 250 pre-order. They always got catches. You always got to read the descriptions and double check stuff. But yeah, I would not be pre-ordering anything right now 99% of the time, unless it is from somebody who is super duper extra public figure, and they will automatically refund you, or fulfill your order, whatever it takes, like Pokiani. He did that, so hopefully he can continue to do that. Cool guy, shout out to Pokiani. But yeah, guys, don't, if you want to pre-order and maybe, get a chargeback on your credit card or something like that, but super dangerous to pre-order these. Definitely going to be a lot of random sites you never heard of putting these up. Stay away from it. Don't buy these over retail, unless it's slightly over retail and you want to have fun, but don't pay $300-$400. Don't be part of the problem. Have fun in the hobby. There's plenty of better stuff you could buy with your money, like this. Hold on, I pulled it up just for this reason, guys. If you're going to spend $400 on 15 booster packs, you can get majority of the whole entire Crown Zenith set. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I want to collect all of Crown Zenith for the most part. Let me shrink this down, because I do think sometimes I have like an ultra wide screen, so the screen recording's a little bit weird. But yeah, beside maybe like the top 3 expensive cards in the set, you can get all the legendary dogs. You can get Glaceon, Leafeon, all the art rares. you know, and then they just get super cheap after that. $16, $15. Now that's super cheap, but there are plenty of super cheap, really nice cards in this set. And if you're gonna spend 400 bucks, I'd rather get 20 cards all day than one thing that might have one or two hits in it for 15 packs. You could literally get, if you want all the low end cards from this set, you could literally pick up everything except for like the four biggest hits and probably have duplicates and probably have a way better return on investment in the long run, because Crown Zenith packs keep going up, getting harder to find. Everybody's ripping it. Kept, kept getting reprint. I'm choking. Hopefully, you know, this is probably the funnest set I've ever opened in my life, and I've been collecting forever. Just the hit rates are awesome. Packs are still somewhat affordable, so I would stash some to the side if you are looking to, you know, have fun with this in the future, because I think by the end of the year, it's gonna get to that point where, you know, you start questioning buying loose packs. You know, once packs are over $10, I start to question it a little bit and be like, oh, this is a gamble or is this for fun? When packs are between $5 to $8, I enjoy that. But once they're over 10, 12, $15 a booster pack, then it's probably just gambling. It's cool to, you know, rip some of the shows with your buddies and stuff like that, but, you know, to spend $15 on a booster pack, buy 5 of them, get nothing, you feel sick. So don't pre-order crazy stuff. Let's see what we got next. So next up, Surging Sparks, reprint coming soon, they say, but there's no confirmed numbers or nothing like that. And I don't know what they're gonna do, because Prismatic, you can't get it. Surging Sparks, you can't get it. Team Rocket, you're not gonna be able to get it. Journey Together, you can't get it. And everything is way too expensive. So right now, I'm just buying singles and nothing that has pumped super, like the Drowsy or anything like that. Literally just stuff I like. Went to my local card shop today in Brooklyn, and he had a binder full of cards from Crown Zenith, and I probably picked up like a stack of cards, and they were anywhere from like $1.50 to $5 max, beside 2 cards. I literally didn't want to pick up anything that was above like the $5 price point, and I even bought duplicates, because these cards from Crown Zenith being $1.50, $2, and being hits, I just think they have a lot of potential. So if I didn't have it for the set and he had an extra one, what's an extra $2? Put it to the side. I do want to start vending, so I do want to have, you know, some binders available and some singles that anybody can get, because not everybody is into PSA 10 slabs. Honestly, they're good for trade bait, because people do like to, you know, trade at 80%, whatever, 70, 85, whatever your percentage is, and trade towards their grails. But, you know, some people go with $100, $200, $50, and they just want to have fun and they just want to pick up cards. So it is good to have lower end stuff. Yeah, and that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Be safe out there. Don't spend money you don't have. Don't pre-order crazy stuff. Stay away from Cheeto Charizard. And if you guys are buying anything, let me know down below. What are you looking for? What are you investing in? What are you holding on to for the long run? And what's the dumbest purchase you have ever made? Let me know.